Well, and the prophet and I'm watching in Kano, Isaac Owusu Bempah. But the Uncle Homani so quickly, na any Reverend Emmanuel T. Bariga ending como or General Secretary Emma the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic a year council no yene ni ending como ono enanensa eshe krata no asie our troye say the prophet no Kano ayasema eni say yeji editumo. Reverend, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. I am hoping, sir, Uchine Eyakakrampacho. Okay, all right. Then we can proceed with English. It's fine with me. It's fine with me. So the first question I would ask is, was it necessary for a statement to have been issued in denial of what the prophet said in the first place?
Yes, it is necessary because the meeting which the prophet referenced in his statement on the 31st night was at the instance of the National Executive Council of the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council. Yen na yesuma Apostle Professor Opoku Onyinah Satan no ye president. Ene apostle na nyani boadu. Se omon shia prophet Owusu Bempah omon friend na omne no enkasa. Satan adie asem na nya na CEO.
Yeah.
Asem no esi sometime 2015 getting to 2016. 2015 as usual 31st night prophet no she says shankumpi and no shall see in same piece so some of the men of God in the nation. Now young person yes you ever bonten as a council you ever can be dear they won't be benching and now your suma your president sometimes no church of Pentecost chairman any apostle any board some free prophet no money in casa no money to now some now kika I bet maybe or how so that 2016 na election year a bit maybe or how about now on trust into our friend a call apostle professor if he a more than the veranda so in the casa a toneful so unyai or jitum and almost a meeting be almost year so no apostle professor nina apostle nyana anyani boy one be boy amanye say omushiano no waji ni omukan no atu into osobejai enti prophets in some of the 31st yet no ya dreamu na because in some entities hello
me no what I'm say but is I'm
yeah, in some entities the obeka say apostle professor ban in chairs so on shall come entities apostle professor once or making reference to that meeting and anyani board HMB no next answer in the course I feel so say me corner back or J akwantre and I say me corner obi ahye me koma I was say me no be na beko
how na menti ase no that
what do I drink to one ubetumi an say what he's saying is not true it can't be true
how na menti ase no say ye nyina ye Christopher say me sofo me come yonko sofo ho say so onyankopon ayi afa me ho e de akere na so won kan kire me what is wrong with that?
No, but in any case, you will not go with somebody.
But what is wrong if I go with somebody?
And the same American, it's about 6 years ago. So why now? Argentina feel now okay.
But I'm saying, sir, from the religious point of view, no, what is wrong if a prophet prophesies about another prophet?
It's because that was not what happened.
Well, in any case, it is not true. So I don't want to go into that about a prophet prophesying about another prophet. So, of course, if you look into the Bible, you can find examples. So, but There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's not, when you read through the prophets, the prophetic books in the Bible, I mean, God used some of the prophets. Jeremiah said, God used him to prophesy about those who were prophesying and who were false prophets. So, a prophet prophesying about others who are false or otherwise, it's not strange. Yeah, but it didn't happen. Yeah, that's not what happened. Apostle Professor and Prophet Owusu Bempah say no, he didn't. That did not happen. That's not what happened.
Well,
that's why we're coming out to straighten the records.
All right, Reverend. I got the indication that you are going into a meeting. There were a few questions I would have loved to ask, but
no, if you can ask them quickly, we can deal with it before I go.
Okay, but what do you only mean Bible in church kakra no pay? Jumedi so. Mo frɛ prophets ne say money ni share about the prophecies na wo make about the nation considering the times we're in. So what if indeed it was coming from God about these things he was saying and prophesying? Would you not have been seeking to, for want of a better word, gag the prophecies of God concerning Ghana and individuals?
No, I did. So prophecy, there are two aspects of prophecy: forthtelling and foretelling. So one aspect is predictive. I mean, it tells about something that is going to happen, which God has revealed, either through visions or through dreams, or by a word of mouth. And the other aspect, foretelling. But whichever it is, whether predictive or telling forth, it should all be in agreement with the word of God. So any prophecy that is contrary to the word of God is not from God. And in addition to that, so in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, Paul says, the Apostle Paul says, prophecy is intended to strengthen, to encourage, and also to comfort. That is the purpose of prophecy. And if there's any prophecy which puts fear and creates panic amongst people, that could not be coming from God.
If you read the Bible, there were prophecies about Israel going into exile. There have been prophecies.
Yes, those were warnings.
Yes, but they did happen.
Yes, it did happen. So,
yes. So
that
would
is
that
one
be classified
of
as
prophecy.
Yes, would that be classified as causing fear and panic to the people of Israel at the time that prophecy was being given about them?
No, that was something that was happening. So God was warning them to tell them that, look, this is the way that you are going. If you continue in that way, this is what is going to happen to you. That is not to create fear or panic. Because so cast or baby dear, be sure that he will do it. If you don't refrain from what, because there are other instances. Say when he sent Jonah to Nineveh, when Jonah went and prophesied, the people repented. So God also didn't do what he said he was going to do. So sometimes God brings it to forewarn the people so that they can refrain from their evil deeds, and so that he will not bring punishment upon them. Because the wages of sin is death. It has been death all this while. Whenever we sin, we are faced with death. So, yeah. So
as a kuno, in 2016, Namo Fine Opinion prophecies, on Towadana.
Definitely. A year or two ago, I can't remember exactly, but I think it should be about 2 or 3 years ago. The same prophet or prophesy is one prominent Muslim personality was going to die. Do you remember what happened?
I remember.
Yes, you remember. So should that have happened? Should someone speak in such a way? This is how I remember. A prophet of God. And did it happen? So, I mean, prophecy, that kind of prophecy, That Muslim cleric, no, is over 100 years. It is Owusu. What is the so be over 100 years.
What be so anka if it's a warning, so who be na so ka eto abonten na say ye sha see 200 among say praying and interceding for the man and he doesn't die. Not just say prophecy, no, was it fake?
No, in send you or young fan say obi ewu. Why should you put it in the public domain? Go to the person individually. All the examples of death. A war Bible the people went to them. Isaiah, Yankupos Mano, or he has a Hezekiah and chain. So on Concussion, so Babi. No Cockatchen, so Cockatchen occupant. So one could not bonte, and I said, King Isaiah, King Hezekiah, you, Yankupos Babi, so calling chain, Cockatchen. And it's a prophecy be about an individual person. Go to the person and tell the person. Well, if there's anything to be done about it, do it with the person. But manage not want to anchor. Send your macano. Say, or that you know, only near see. Or that only see. Sassam, only say to me, Asama Papa. It would have brought a whole lot of problem. It could have even extended to a row between the Muslim and the Christian community at large. So,
more control as an association, as a council, as a group over the conduct of a Asofo Moshe if they are members of your group, more control over them.
Sure, we have control over them. And which are over 200 churches, no. They don't do such things. They don't give those kind of prophecies.
All right, Reverend. And I pay a bedo as say your tunes afro na wajin benani edin komo.
No, Miss Madam.